Alright guys, so I cut a few logs and I'm going to introduce you to the next tool. But before I do that, I'm going to get me a cup of coffee. Take my chaps off. Let me tell you guys, having all the tools makes all the difference. And a couple of months ago, I didn't know what to buy. So I started watching a few guys online, started asking questions from friends like Luke, YouTubers like Homestead Jay, and let me tell you, I'm learning a lot. And you're probably wondering, where did the flag come from? That flag came from my first ship, the USS Thomas C. Hart, fast frigate, FF-1092. That flag flew on the ship in 1986 when I was stationed on it. So I've had it since, since that time. And yeah, it's kind of special. It's been with me for decades and decades. Now that ship, it no longer exists, but at least the flag does. So I put it up a few days ago and I'm going to show you a clip of that action. So we already bought our Christmas tree. This is not a real tree. This is an artificial tree. And my wife wanted one that we can use over and over again inside the house. And in the beginning, I told her not to get one because I have Christmas trees, plenty of Christmas trees outside. So she told me, go outside, cut me a Christmas tree and bring it inside. And I'm like, no way. I'm gonna buy you one. I'd rather buy you an artificial one. So yeah, getting ready for Christmas. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a little cafe, so I can get a little bit more energy and go back outside. It's what, 12? It's 1 o'clock. Oh wow, time's flying. So I want to show you something, guys. I just got a Hookaroon. UPS just dropped it off. So I'm gonna unbox it in front of you. Now the Hookaroon is like a Picaroon. Homestead Jay suggested that I get a Picaroon. I went online, I tried to find one, and everything is now Hookaroons. I couldn't find a Picaroon, but it's almost the same. Basically, you're gonna use it to hook onto wood so you can drag it and move it around. This is going to be a future video, but I'm going to unbox it so I can show you. It's going to make my my life a lot easier. I'm going to be able to lift more wood with this tool, and it's going to save my back. Yeah, and I need to save my back. I'm not getting any younger, right? So let me go ahead and unbox it and show you what it is. I also went to two hardware stores in my local area. I couldn't find either one, either the Picaroon nor the Hookaroon, so I bought it online. And there it is. It's a Fiskars XA22. There you go, Fiskars XA22. So, never used one. Hell, I've never even touched one till now. There's a lot of firsts in my life these days. So, yeah, this doesn't move. This is, wow. So, how long is this? This is 20 some odd inches, but I'll do a video on this. So basically you hook the piece of wood, you just stick this onto the end of the wood, whack, and then just drag the wood to wherever you need to. So again, this is a future video, but right now, all I can think of is lunch and coffee. Okay, and today we're gonna talk about wedges, wood splitting wedges. So I went to the hardware store the other day looking for a tool to cut wood besides the wood splitting axe, just to try something else out, right? So I saw this wedge, which is in a form of a triangle, and I decided to pick it up. So I'm about to go outside here in a few seconds and test it out, see if it works. Now they have a couple of different wedges, and I'm going to show an image here. But this one's different, supposed to work to be more effective. Is it true? Don't know. We're going to try it out today. And you know, if you don't want to swing a wood splitting axe or maul, this may be another way of doing things, right? So let's go outside and test it out and see if it works. So like I said earlier, guys, if you get tired of swinging an axe or you don't want to swing an axe, you may want to use a wedge. This one's Trooper cone wedge. So I don't know if to put it in the middle or at a corner, not sure. But either way, I'm gonna follow the grain of the wood. You see that? I think I'm gonna put it here, maybe about 3/4 of the way. And then I'm gonna hit it with this mallet here. Let's see if it works. And by the way, this is not dried wood, it's not seasoned wood. It's definitely green, okay? So it may take a few more whacks. Well, quite a few of them. I can see a crack here. You see that? I don't know if you can see it. Now guys, this piece of wood, it's about 30 inches long. It's very long, and like I said, it's green. Definitely a lot of humidity inside, but I'm gonna try anyway. Now if this doesn't work, I'm gonna try a piece of wood that's seasoned. Well, it's definitely easier, you know, hitting it with a mallet. It's easier to use a wedge, but in this case we may have to use a splitting axe. You see the crack there? I'm gonna go ahead and follow that. Oh wow, it's working. There you go, guys. It works, but it took a lot of whacks. I felt the vibration in my hand as I was whacking it with a mallet, but it does work. And just keep in mind that this is very, very green, recently cut, but it works. And yes, I'm gonna use those big pieces on the boiler, just like that. It'll be great. Now, I'm gonna use the same wedge on this dried piece of wood. This is seasoned, so it should cut very, very easy. Let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see, how many whacks is it gonna take? All right, not as many, but it wasn't very easy. I think with the wood splitting axe, I could have done it with 1 or 2 whacks, 1 or 2 swings. But yeah, this is a much smaller piece. It's dry, and that's why it was easier to break apart. But yeah, this is another way of splitting wood, which I may use sometimes. That wood splitting axe, it's a thing of beauty. But you know, it's nice to have something like this around in case, you know, you lose your axe or what have you. You lend it to someone and they don't bring it back. You know what I mean. So yeah, I'm still going to use this every now and then. And guys, check this out. You see this log here? I put that in there about two hours ago, and it still hasn't caught on fire, but it will. It's drying out right now. Sometime this afternoon or tonight, it will definitely burn. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to use this compound called Astro. Not exactly sure what it does, but the instructions say to broadcast a scoop of this inside of the boiler. So if anyone has used this before, maybe you, Jay, let me know what it does. But 1 scoop broadcast inside the boiler daily. All right, there it goes. All right, guys, so what did you think? Would you ever use one? Now, I picked this up at, it was Home Depot for about $15. All the wedges over there are different sizes and shapes. They range from like $12 to $18. So I don't know, I kind of like it, but it's nothing that I'm going to use all the time. After discovering the wood splitting axe, this is awesome. This is definitely an awesome tool, and I'm going to be using this a lot. But yeah, let me know if any of you have any of these types of wedges or any other type, whether it worked for you or not. So yeah, I hope it helps, and you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Hasta mañana.